Everyone, thank you for being here today. And thank you for this event to give me a good opportunity. Do you see my screen?
We see it.
Okay, perfect. Yep, and thank you for this event to give me a good opportunity to speak today and for share about how I self-taught and learn a new language. My name is Alice. I originally from Thailand. I have a bachelor from Bangkok University, and I recently finished the school from coding bootcamp as a full stack developer. When I moved to the US 5 years ago, I spoke zero English, but I learned English the same way I learned to code, with a strong work ethic, a good memory, and a passion to get better every day. Today, I will talk about Vue Js. Okay. Vue.js is JavaScript front-end framework and for build user interface and single-page application. A single-page application is an app that doesn't need to reload the page. Think about the apps you use every day. Example, Facebook, Google Maps, Gmail, or even GitHub. All these are example of single-page application. And this is all the timeline of my project. I start work on my project in the beginning of August. I did a lot of research about Vue and I did a research about couple day. I start my project and working on about a month. And right now I'm working on deploy my backend and front end with AWS. How to be successful teaching yourself. At the first step, how I learned the Vue.js. I did a lot of research like I told you earlier and use the previous knowledge from the past programs. I have experience with React and I know React and Vue is pretty similar. And I think about what I can use for adapt both framework together and learn the new technologies. And this is all the resource you can use to learn Vue.js. Vue.js have very great documents and it's very easy to read. And another way I learned from Medium blogs because I love it from real experience from developer when they have a problem, they will writing on Medium blogs, and you will find a lot of time the people have the same issue like you, and they wrote the blogs and share their own experience. And I'm pretty sure everybody here know how to use internet very well in 2020, right? And the YouTube and Udemy is a good way to learn the new language as well. I use YouTube a lot. One thing because it's free, and the Udemy is have a lot of class. It's very nice class, and every language you want to learn, you can find from Udemy. The second step after I research about views and I want to start my project and learn from errors. I love fall. I love to see error because I think it's another way to learn the new language if you have a side project at the same time. Because when you're getting error and you know how to looking for and you know how to research. And I start my project. I use Vue CLI for my project. The best way to get up and running quickly is to use Vue CLI. You don't have to writing everything from scratch. And when you, if you want to install, right, you use the commands npm install Vue CLI. And Vue CLI is have two choice for you to choose. The first one, you can go by default. The default is set up is great and quick for a new project. You will get a Babel, ESLint, or you can choose the manual. I choose the manual because I know in advance I'm going to use router for my project. And if you know you want to use router, you're gonna have testing for your project. You just select the manuals and select anything you want for your project. And it have main two topic I had been stuck on because the syntax is slightly different from React and Vue. The first one is single file components on Vue. At, because in my opinions, I use React, and if anyone have experience with React, React is every file is separate. I'm talking about HTML, CSS, JavaScript. In my opinion, it's easy to read all the code, but the single file component of Vue is everything is going to be one file. You can see right here is a template and script is JavaScript and CSS. And the second topic I have been stuck on is how to import a component to another component. And I've been stuck on for a while until I found the answer is you can import the component you want by importing inside the skip tag of the Vue single file component. That's mean right here. You just have to write import and file and the directory, and you have to writing the export default and component name, and that you be able to use inside of the templates. Also at the same thing like React, you just only write one line of code, import components and that directory, and that is how React is import the component, and I think it's more easier and you don't have to writing a lot of code. Yeah, but I think is my takeaway of stuck on something or you have a issue with your application or the syntax is slightly different is normal, but you just have to be patient and try to find the balance in the between, and you can tell like both language what is different, and then when you find the rhythm you will know how to fix the problem. This is after you install Vue CLI, and I choose the menus and I choose the router. I'm going to get the router right down here. It's come with the Vue CLI after I install. And this is my applications. I'm working on Vue Js, Node.js, plus MongoDB. Everything, my stack is new for me. I have been self-taught Vue, Node.js, and MongoDB at the same time. I have a passion with how I can save this environment. This is my app about eco-freak, and I want to show everybody how I learned in the past few months. I'm going to show you about my applications. This is my first page of my application. You can tell the router right up here, I still get from Vue CLI, but all of this page, the first page, homepage, everything I did, I redesigned with CSS. I create a card I want, and I choose the font and the color I want to my website to be. And this is all the information about the company is going green right now. And we're gonna go to the next page, about page. Is you can see right here, I have my animations. I import from MD Bootstrap. Is CSS library. You must install MD Bootstrap for be able to use, and you just bring the code and use in your file. And this is more about my website. And the next one is my product. I really create this one, that my totals, because I just want to present like we can save this world by, this is the oceans and this is the earth. We can help the turtle have a better life. And this is all the products I want to education everybody what you can do to help this world. And if you want to read more about the products. You can have a link direct to that website. You can learn more of this style. I use CSS and I use display flags and also design and bring all the picture. And this is all my card look like and of my products. And my next one is my blogs. I really like this page. Um, this page I use Node.js and MongoDB for my database. This page you'll be able to create your own blogs if you feel like you want to share with the public about environment and you want to share with everybody. You can write your own blogs. I will be example right here. You write your title, you'll be author, and then you just put the content. And by the time when you click submit, but when you refresh the page, and then when you click see more, your blog post is going to show right up here. And this is, you can share with everybody with your story. Yeah, and one thing I want to show you about I learned with Vue. I'm going to show you about my code right here. You can see it's like VIF right here. VIF is the same thing as the if else statement, conditional rendering. But I mean, I it made me confused at the first time, like VIF, VLs, because you have just V in front and made me confused. And I just know like later, like, oh, it's an if else statement. Yeah, the if else statement is if your condition is true, it's going to show you all the block right down here. I just show you on the blog page. But if the conditions is false, VLs is going to show the message right here, not enough post to display. Yeah, this is I learned about Vue is come more easier when you write if else statement too. It's just like shortcut only VIF and VLs. And yeah, this is all about my applications. I hope you guys love it. And I'm gonna go back to my presentation. What I do to be successful. The first one, I took a break when I needed because I think it's very important when if you're stuck on something long time and you feel like you need a break, please take a break and come back with the fresh eyes. A lot of time I figured out I will solve the problem a lot easier and probably maybe just 5 minutes. And the second one, asking for help. I never shy or shame to asking for help because it's another way to learn. I feel like if I can ask for help and maybe some people they have more experience and different perspective about that language, and that is another way I can learn from them too. And the third one is learn from mistakes. Mistake is not a bad thing. It's a good thing in my opinion. When you make a mistake, a lot of mistake, that means you learn every day and you learn a little bit by a little bit. And the last one is know the keyword or the area to research. When I see the error, I feel like, yes, I'm win because I feel like I know what's going on. At least I have the error. And then I will read through all the error and try to find a keyword and take that keyword to looking for the problem. And this is how the way I learn and solve the problem. And I think it's a good way to be a good coder. And this is all about my presentation. Thank you for you all being here today. And I hope my experience learning Vue and self-taught will help you guys motivate to learn a new language and know a little bit about foundations with Vue Js. And this is all my contact info if you want to connect with me. And thank you for you all being here today.